What's going on, guys? OverPowerd here from Gamers Hub Official. For our first upload, me and Funnyz wanted to bring to you guys the best PvP game in our personal opinion, basically. We will put some game bases on here on the PvP, on how the game's PvP is and stuff like that, what the PvP ranges from and what types of PvP it has and stuff like that, but mostly from a personal opinion. Okay, guys, in my personal opinion, I think that everyone's favorite, and personally my favorite, World of Warcraft has the best PvP. For obvious reasons, I think this because it has a wide range of battlegrounds and arenas. You got arenas that range from 2v2 to 10v10, and you have battlegrounds that range from capture the flag to just basically just killing each other and defending your base. My favorite battleground in WoW would have to be Warsong Gulch. For the main reason, it's just the most fun to me. Because you got a little small compact map, it's all there, and you basically spawn, run out there, meet in the middle, have a full-on brawl, and basically whoever wins gets the first capture. Because if you win, you can advance and go up and go to their base and take their flag and run it and secure it as your own. That's basically why I like PvP, that you basically have to have your team to win, and that's basically what Warsong Gulch is. You have to have your team, and you have to ensure that your team is going to help you, because if you don't, you're basically going to lose. It's not a self-centered battleground. You can't win it by yourself. You have to have your team's help, and that's the kind of PvP I like. You guys may like other stuff, like where y'all do it on your own because you think you're the best player. But no, that's not how it works for me. I just love team-based PvP. That's just my personal opinion. So, there's a whole lot to be done in Warsong Gulch. You have your defenders, you have your fighters, and you have your rushers. Your defenders basically just stay back and defend the flag, sorry. Stay back and defend the flag when all the rushers from the opposite enemy team try to run up and take your flag. But you got your defenders. Defenders usually have probably about 2 healers and basically tanks that can take a lot of damage but can deal a lot of damage too. Dealing damage is the biggest part because you want to deal damage because you always got your healers to back you up. Fighters are basically the ones that stay out in the middle and fight everybody trying to run to the other side and capture our flag. Fighters are there's always a lot of healers out in the middle. Fighters usually range from, I'd say, hunters and rogues and warriors, stuff like that. And now rushers are usually the quick ones, the ones that have speed boost. My main idea of a rusher would probably be, I like to rush with a hunter or a druid, because druids you can shape into your travel form and run 30% faster, and hunters you can go into your aspect of the cheetah spec and run about 25% faster, and you can capture the flag and get it over to your home base securely and faster and secure the flag and help your team win. So yeah, there's a lot to be done in Warsong Gulch, as you can see, and if I left out something, I'm sorry. This is my first commentary. I'll be sure to back some stuff up and later in the future. But I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been our first upload. Leave a like and comment, and I'm going to hand it over to Funnyz, and you guys can see what his personal opinion is. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Hey guys, what is up? This is Funnyz from Gamers Hub Official, and today I am bringing you a game that I think will be pretty, important in the PvP world of MMOs. And this game is going to be called Neverwinter. It's not out yet. It comes out later in the year. It's currently in beta form. But in case you don't know about it, it is based on the Dungeons & Dragons series. You may have played Dungeons & Dragons Online. You may have played the roleplay, but it is going to be based around Dungeons & Dragons. So, the reason I think this is going to be a great PvP game is it's, instead of like most MMOs like WoW or Alliance and stuff like that, it's going to be skill based. So it's going to be, you actually go up and click to swing at your target. I mean, there's going to be targets for casting, but the melee is going to be fairly different from other MMOs. It's going to be, you go up, you hit your target, so it's not like the auto targeting system where you just target and you auto attack and use moves. It's going to be, you won't have as many moves, but you're going to be able to slash at your own rate, cast spells at your own rate. It's not going to be, well, you click a button and yeah, you do damage. It's going to be a lot more fun, a lot more fast paced, and overall it's just going to be, I think it's going to be a great game. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's going to be pretty well off. So first I want to tell you guys a little bit about the class systems that there's going to be. There's going to be a lot of classes from what I've seen. There's only been certain classes that have been released, but I'll try to give you as much information about them as I can. So first you have your regular fighter, which is going to be, damage based, your simple two-handed weapon, or not only two-handed weapons, but you're going to be using mainly any kind of weapon, mostly melee. Your second class is going to be the ranger, which is your, bows, knives. So he'll have all your survival skills, traps, all that good stuff. Next is going to be the trickster rogue. The trickster rogue is going to be based around dodging attacks. So you're going to be fast-paced, rolling around, dodging basically any attack that your enemy is going to throw at you, while also dealing as much damage as you can. Warlord, I'm pretty sure it's going to be melee. I'm not really sure. Not very much information has been released about all the classes. The barbarian is going to be like your simple fighter, except you're going to be mainly strength-based, two-handed weapon-based, and basically you're going to be using rage, which is going to power you up. It's pretty good. So next is the druid. Druid is kind of your connected to surroundings based character. You can have pets, you can turn into pets. Basically your nature type character that is in depth with surroundings. Shaman, I'm not really sure about the shaman. I mean, I've heard a lot of different things. I've heard it's gonna be casting. I heard it's gonna be part melee. I'm not really sure. Seeker, not very much has been released. The Avenger, I know, is gonna be spell based. The Cleric, that's your healing class. You're going to be using, you can be a lot of different types of clerics actually. Some clerics are going to be damage based, some will be healing based, some will be just regular spellcasters. But anyway, the Invoker, I haven't read that much about it. And the Paladin. The Paladin is going to be your mainly divine good melee class that can also heal and do a lot of different moves. The arcane classes are going to be the Bard, which is you use songs, poems, and stuff like that to help out your teammates, basically all the people that are on your team. Next is the Sorcerer. Sorcerer is spell-based. You mainly going to be using spells, obviously. The Sword Mage, that's going to be, well, I mean, it pretty much explains in the name. The Sword Mage, you're going to be a mage. I'm pretty sure it has some fighting abilities with it. But anyway, the Warlock is going to be basically like your Necromancer. You're going to be using dark spells to, fight against your enemies. The Wizard is going to be your mainly based spellcasting class. And next is the Ardent. I haven't read very much about that. I think that's new. Battle Mind, I haven't read much about that. The Monk is going to be mainly, I'm pretty sure it's going to be mainly, fist attacks, like your main, like basically hand-to-hand combat character. It's not going to be using like swords or spells. I mean, you'll use spells, but they'll be based on hand-to-hand combat. Monk, I mean, Scion, I'm not really sure how that's pronounced, but yeah, Scion. I haven't read much about this class. The Vampire, these are shadow classes that haven't been released yet. The Assassin is going to be kind of like your Rogue, but you'll be basically sneaking around, shanking other people, doing high amounts of damage. And the Blackguard, that's a melee class. I haven't read too much about that yet. But the main thing that I think is going to be really cool is the Hybrid class. When Hybrid class is where you can mix two different classes. Like say you wanted to be Paladin, Wizard. You could use Paladin, but you could use also Wizard. So you could use some of the effects from a Wizard and some of the effects from a Paladin. And multi-class, it's pretty similar. I mean, except it's gonna be, I'm pretty sure you switch off. Like, sometimes you can switch to a Paladin class, sometimes you can switch to Cleric. Just whatever. And that is everything. As you can tell, there's gonna be a lot of classes in this game, which I think is gonna make it a pretty well-rounded game to me. But also, another thing that I kind of like is there's in the PvP modes is there's also going to be skirmishes. And skirmishes is going to be non-leaderboard counted battles. So if you just wanted to battle for fun with your friends, do a skirmish. And not too much has been released about the game modes. I know there's domination, your simple capture the flag, team deathmatch, just things like that. And guys, I can tell you, from what I've seen, this game looks pretty awesome. I mean, the combat, the basic leveling system, moves, I think you guys are really going to love this game. So, thanks for listening. This is Optic Funnyz from Gamers Hub Official, and I'll see you next time.